Alright, so Metroid Dread is drawing near, and a lot of fans and newcomers are brushing up their knowledge of the series, or they're trying to learn as much as they can before the new game comes out. So leading up until Metroid Dread's release, Nintendo's actually been marketing the game beautifully and releasing lots of different trailers. In one of those trailers, Kraid was revealed to be in the game. He's all chained up and he roars and Samus is like unfazed by him. When Kraid was revealed, the internet was taken by storm. I mean, Twitter was trending with this character. And I'm sure a lot of newcomers who are looking into this game are like, well, who's Kraid and what's the big deal here? For a lot of veteran players, Kraid is a big deal and everyone's really excited to see him back. Kraid, much like Ridley, is a huge villain icon of the Metroid series. And in this video, I'm going to give a quick rundown on who Kraid was and his history with the game franchise. Hey, N10 Cisco here. Possible spoiler alert. I mean, these games are really old, so I think you'll be alright. But if you want to play through all the games and Kraid is like a huge spoiler, just letting you know now. So Kraid makes his appearance in Metroid NES, which is the first game, Zero Mission, the remake, and Super Metroid. Kraid is also mentioned in Metroid Prime, as well as making some cameos like Nintendo Land and Smash Brothers. So who is Kraid? Kraid is actually one of the leaders of the Space Pirates, and is a duo with Ridley. Kraid being a duo with Ridley is enough to show how big he is in the series. Kraid resides in Brinstar of planet Zebes. The first game we're going to tackle is Metroid NES. In this game, Samus comes down to take on the Space Pirates, and one of the bosses is Kraid. Kraid in this game, though, is pretty small. It's Samus' height, shoots some spikes, and when you take him on and you defeat him, he gives you an upgrade for your ammo capacity for the missiles. However, Kraid's remake happens in Super Metroid, but because Zero Mission is the remake of the first game, I'm going to talk about that first. So Kraid gets a whole remodel of his character. This time, Kraid is massive with multiple eyes, and the spikes that he shoots out, instead of it like just hurting you, they're so big they can be used as platforms. Kraid also throws boomerangs around the room, and if you shoot them, you get some ammo drops or some health drops. So what is Kraid weak to? How do you fight him? Well, Kraid is actually weak to missiles and charge beams. So what you would have to do is shoot him in the eye, and then when he opens his mouth, shove all the ammo in his mouth and make him explode. So after the events of the first game, the entirety of Metroid Prime takes place. If it says Metroid Prime in the title, that takes place between Metroid 1 and Metroid 2. Kraid was meant to be in Metroid Prime 1, however, due to like last minute things and the game was releasing and they weren't going to get it done in time, Kraid unfortunately was not put in the game. But Kraid was mentioned. In the manual, they were saying that the Space Pirates, after the events of the first game, remember Samus goes into the pirate base and takes on Mother Brain and destroys the Space Pirates operations and their base, right? So the manual in Metroid Prime states that there was two factions, two homeworlds to the Space Pirates. They like split up. The first one was on Talon, and they were looking for an energy source. That's where Metroid Prime takes place. And the other one were on Zebes, rebuilding. Kraid and Ridley and Mother Brain were all being restored. So that kind of dropped hints like, so Kraid's making a comeback and Mother Brain everybody. So that was setting up for Super Metroid. I mean, Super Metroid had already come out, but they were kind of retconning everybody in. This leads to the events of Super Metroid, and in this game, Kraid makes his official comeback, and man, Kraid is so massive in this game, he takes up two entire like screen panels, making him the biggest boss in the game. This fight is very similar to Zero Mission. He shoots the spikes, however this time they actually shoot out a lot faster, so if you're going to use that as a platform, you gotta do it quickly. Same concept, he's throwing his boomerangs everywhere. If you shoot him, you get the ammo drops, the health drops, and then you fight Kraid by shooting him in the eye and then throwing all the explosive in his mouth. Man, poor Kraid, he can't catch a break. That must be a really sucky way to go out. Like imagine, just like, I'm gonna kill you, Samus. Ow. Actually, no, Kraid deserves it. You see, outside of Kraid's room, there's a dead officer, and he's like decomposing with bugs all over him. It's pretty creepy. We don't know if Kraid did that, but I'm gonna put the blame on Kraid. Now you would think there is more of Kraid, but actually there isn't. We don't see Kraid ever again after Super Metroid. We see Kraid in the new trailer for Metroid Dread. That's right, that's when we'll see him. But I do want to talk about the small little cameos and things that Kraid has been in. There is a stage in Super Smash Bros. Called Brinstar Depths. This one's like in Smash Bros. Melee, and they brought it back for Ultimate. In this stage, Kraid's in the background and he's spitting spinning the stage and trying to make you fall off. It's pretty cool, and you know, goes to show, look, Kraid's in it. He's big deal. He's this big boss, and he's part of a stage. Not only that, Kraid is actually a boss in Nintendo Land as well. So if you play the Nintendo Land, you play the Metroid levels, Kraid is in that game, which is pretty cool. Back in the day, we used to have a cartoon for Nintendo, and there would be all these Nintendo references, and Castlevania was in it, and Metroid was in it. So you had the Metroid characters like Mother Brain and Kraid. He looks kind of ugly and doesn't really look like himself, but it's the thought that counts, and Kraid's in it as one of the villains. Nintendo also had these comics called comic systems, and what they had was, it was following the lines of Captain N, like the cartoon, and yeah, Kraid was in there as well, and you had the Kraid from the original Metroid with, like, you know, the hair and smaller size and like more rhinoceros look. It's pretty cool. Not only that, Kraid also has a Smash Brothers trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee. But yeah, other than that, you know, we have media, like we have Starbomb's video where Kraid is like the main bad guy taking on Samus. There's lots of other fan projects and, you know, and fan art where Kraid makes a debut, so you can go look at those. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to offer for Kraid. As big as he is in Metroid itself isn't that big, so not really too much to cover. However, if you guys were obviously looking to see who Kraid was, and you're looking for the history and the rundown, and just trying to see who this character is before Dread comes out, that's why I made this video for. So I hope this video was informative, and I hope it was entertaining. Let me know down below, are you gonna pick up Dread? Are you excited for that game? I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see what Kraid's all about. Is he gonna have a bigger role, or is he just gonna be a boss that you take on like any other game? We'll see. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.